I got to tell you, though, Catherine Bleish is proof that liberal deprogramming is kind of an organic process. It's just called growing up, you know? Just called getting older, watching a few elections here and there, and suddenly, boom, your eyes are wide open.
During that campaign, my heart was broken over and over. Because I started out angry. I was a liberal. I was angry at Republicans. I grew up going to high school and college during the Bush years, and all I knew was Bush bad, Republicans bad, Democrats good. And Republicans were going to take power in 2006, and they were going to restore the Constitution, and they were going to stop these Republicans who were corporate cronies and really didn't care about our rights. And then Nancy Pelosi became the Speaker of the House, and the Democrats took power. And nothing changed. It actually got worse. The Bush bailouts began, and I realized the Republicans aren't inherently bad. Corruption is the problem, and it exists in both parties. We stood up to the federal government and said, no, but thank you. Legislation was introduced by Representative Jim Guest up in northern Missouri. See, back in 2005, the federal government passed the Real ID Act, which would require every state in the union to comply with a federal driver's license that would track our biometrics, either a thumbprint or a retinal scan. Okay, this can't be good. And about 30 other states had passed resolutions to stand up against it, and I thought, surely, this is something that the Missouri legislature can get behind. So again, I went down and I canvassed the halls of Jefferson City and testified in committee hearings. And would you believe that we got rid of the Real ID with a unanimous vote in the Missouri Senate? That made it through the House and has not yet made it through the Senate is HCR 13. It is a straight 10th Amendment resolution. Pretty cool there. We've got something to look forward to in the spring. But where this leads me is that we are in a very special place as Missourians. And I have to honestly say, I would rather live in no other state in this union because our state reps get it. They understand the 10th Amendment, and when the citizens show up and say, tell them to back off, they step up and they tell the federal government to back off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it gets better than that. While we already have a legislature that's pretty awake and seems to understand their role, we also have an opportunity unlike any other state in the union. In 2010, there are going to be 64 open seats in the House that will have no incumbent due to term limits. So that means that it is our responsibility, every single one of us here, to get involved and make sure that the people running for office are people who understand the Constitution and who will uphold the 10th Amendment and who will put the federal government in check. That is our opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, right now. You really can make a difference. And I went from hopeless to feeling completely empowered because our state reps are close to us. They're right here in our state. They listen to us when we knock on the door, and they will look you face to face.